How y'all doing today? I'm Mr. J Synergy. Welcome to another episode of Synergy Talks. Today's version will be breaking news out of the Pentagon. So this will be news edition, Synergy Talk. The Pentagon reports that more white supremacist groups are actually embedded in the military. Yes, you have heard that correctly. Amidst all the other things that are going on with the attacks on the Capitol building and a high rise and all these white supremacist groups coming out, the Pentagon released statements saying that there are a lot of military veterans or current military that are a part of the groups. Now, there is a person by the name of Mr. David Brown out of Colorado Springs who runs a tattoo shop. It's called Redemption Inc. And once again, this is out of Colorado Springs. He's a former vet as well. What he does is actually covers up the tattoos of former or current military personnel who have, let's just say, white supremacist, extreme group tattoos that need to be covered up. Currently, he has covered 70 tattoos. Unfortunately, 20 of them so far have been military. The astonishing thing about this whole situation is there is still a wait list of at least 635 people still waiting to get tattoos covered up. So that just lets you know how big of a situation this is going on in our military. And this story was brought to me by a dear friend of mine. So shout outs to you and all the people and my friends, my childhood friends down south. Hope everything is going good for y'all during the pandemic. Much love to you. And he just broke me with this story, sent the information to me about this story. I'm actually former military as well, and I've seen a lot of racism even 20 years ago when I served. So this is very unfortunate. Like I said, they actually use military groups the same way that extremist groups use the military overseas. They're actually using the military as a means to get in there and actually get training with weaponry, as well as also recruiting new privates. So you have sergeants and everything that's a part of these hate groups. So it's very sad for our country. In the last year, we've seen enough hate in the United States for a lifetime. So this is just another unfortunate event as we see continues to unfold as another late breaking scandal has come out even in our military ranks. So that's pretty unfortunate. As me being a veteran, I am very proud to serve this country, and this is just unfortunate that it's going on. Now, the Department of Defense has released statements saying that there needs to be a better screening process for those that are being enlisted. Social media sites need to be checked more. Also, they need to have a national database, they said, to screen all these different tattoos, which is kind of crazy because they have tattoo screening when you go to jail and to see who you're affiliated with. So you would think if you got people protecting and serving our country, that they will actually have the same thing going on for those enlisting in the military that we're trusting and looking up to fight our freedoms in America. A lot of those attackers that actually infiltrated the Capitol building were ex-military or current military, which is even more astonishing. Like, you would think that they had more common sense and loyalty towards their country to not do some idiotic things as far as attacking the Capitol building, with nothing happening from them doing that, but them just showing how desperate and idiotic they are about their hate, the little hate groups and their pride. So that's just my opinion on that. If y'all feel differently, please comment and let me know how you feel. Like I said, a lot of these attackers at the Capitol building were part of the military, formerly or currently. Got a couple of things in my notes. Couple people were charged. Joe Biggs, he's a member of the Proud Boys. He also has a website to recruit Proud Boys. And actually, he was released in charge with conspiracy to attack the federal building, and he was actually released on bond. So go figure that. Once again, even when supremacists and white people do things wrong, they still get privilege. There is no reason why he should be out on bond. He's definitely a risk to the community being a part of that hate group. Another couple names is not really important. Another guy named Gabriel Garcia. He's part of the Proud Boys. He's from Miami, Florida. Ryan Nichols runs actually a nonprofit organization in Longview, Texas. So go figure. With all the things going on in Texas, this is just another thing to add to it. So if you know Mr. Ryan Nichols of Texas, he runs a nonprofit organization, and he's part of the hate group as well. So stay away from him. He's a former Marine, and he was actually charged with conspiracy as well as assault on federal agents when he was seen trying to pepper spray and attack federal agents. Also, another idiot from the Proud Boys, and from Texas as well, is named Larry Brock. And go figure, he was also let out on bond when they said he had zip ties. So he was ready to take people hostage and tie him up. But he gets to go free on bond. So it's just unfortunate. And we have two other idiots, one former Army, Jessica Watkins, out of Woodstock, Ohio, as well as Devon Crow, which is also from Woodstock, Ohio. So they all went up there with an agenda, and they all got released on bond. This is just a late-breaking story. This is J Synergy, Synergy Talks. Once again, shout out to my homeboy and my people down south. Thank you for the story. I will continue to bring, unbiased content. It's not going to all be about music industry and things like that. I'm going to keep saying that because there's a lot of important things going on. I feel like a lot of channels idolize who they idolize, and they think the whole world is entertainment. Like I said, don't get caught up in the matrix, because everything that you see is not what it is. And also remember that the fall will always be harder than the come up. So whatever you're going through, just take it as a test, deal with it, and move on and advance and ascend. I'm Mr. J Synergy, reporting this unfortunate situation that we got going on inside of our United States military, with white supremacist groups infiltrating once again. They need to do better, they say, with the screening of candidates for the military before they join, as well as they're going to start implementing the National Tattoo Database to identify these hate groups before they join. So big ups to everybody that's living their lives, chasing the bag, and making our country actually proud. If you any type of hatred or bigotry or anything like that, there's no place for that, and you're lower than the worst criminal that ever walked the earth. So once again, that's my opinion. If y'all don't like it, comment, share. Regardless, I'm still going to drop the content. And everybody got a right to their opinion. So unfortunately, hate is not something that's really opinionated. It's something that's evil. This is Mr. J Synergy. I want to thank y'all once again. Please like, share, subscribe. Pass this along. And if you know anybody that's in the military, make sure that you tell them that you love them and to keep their eyes open, because there's a lot of things going on, and they need to identify who is who. Unfortunately, there's even enemies in our United States government. So much love to y'all. Stay focused, stay blessed, and stay up. Much love. I'm out.